Sup, Kevin Connors, and this is What If Naruto Was Taken from the Village as a Baby. So will be no recap, so just get straight into this. So Naruto, Hinata, and a third person will give him a name and more details about him. Later, for now, we don't know anything much about him. I don't know anything much about him. But what I forgot to tell you in the last part that they are being escorted by Shisui Uchiha. So they arrive to the village and they end up in a hotel, and Shisui told them to behave and stay at the hotel looking at Hinata, since Hinata in this what if is the knucklehead ninja of the whirlpool of land of whirlpool. So she by the way, she cut all ties to Yashi and stuff, and her mom told her the truth and shit. So let's keep it as this. Um, so Shisui went and had a meeting with the third Hokage. The third Hokage said some shit like, "Aren't you glad that I discharged you from the Ambu? Now you are a clan elder or some shit like that, or And he's like, and he then gave him the sad news about the Uchiha massacre and shit like that. So the Uchiha massacre still happens, and Itachi is still on the run. And Danzo, seeing Shisui back in the village, sees this as a very great opportunity to obtain his eyes, which is not going to be possible anymore because Shisui is hella OP. I mean, he's been gone for the last fucking 12 years, and he's been fucking mastering jutsu left and right, especially jutsu left by the not the Uchiha, but the Uzumaki clan, similar to Naruto and Hinata also. Little detail about Hinata. So they found some scroll pertaining to the Jogan and how to create an artificial Jogan. So Naruto and Hinata proceeded to, perform the technique, and it failed, but yet didn't fail because instead of creating or having Hinata getting an artificial Jogan, it developed into a pure eye, like, a pure Jogan. It's like in both her eyes, and her prowess or eye prowess is beyond unbelief. So she is now the holder of the Jogan. Yes, I'm giving Hinata the Jogan. Fuck y'all. She also knows the the gentle fist style and other techniques she created on her own with the help of Naruto and Hiyashi, being that Hiyashi is her master, the one who trains her and stuff. So her sensei. She's the fucking team Genin or team, you know, he's like the Kakashi of what Naruto's teams is. So you're not going to be changing that. And no, they're not going to be staying in the village either, but they will be called back eventually. So this happens, and Shisui breaks down, and he turns and look at Danzo because the third Hokage was looking at Danzo, and he turns and look at Danzo, but Danzo had this maniacal smile on his face, which I would happy to wipe it off his face soon. Give it a minute. So we just get to the view of what Naruto, Hinata, and let's see what we will name the third character. Oda. Yeah, that's the name of my cat. So I'm going to give the third character the name Oda. So Naruto, Hinata, and Oda is in the hotel, and Hinata is like, it's a little stuffy in there and stuff like that, and let's go take a walk. and she convinces Naruto. Naruto says, "Yeah, but try not to make any scenery for us, because Hinata will be making scenery, especially in the next scene where they decide to go down to the school just to check it out, and there were students there and other teachers and stuff, but they were blocking the entrance, and Hinata bust open the door and fucking said some crap like, make way for the greatest fucking Uzumaki known to man, and move peasants and shit like that. And Naruto is like a little embarrassed, and she's walking through them, pushing them away from touching Naruto, and then uh you know Sakura, Sasuke is there and stuff, and they're watching, and Naruto just passed Sasuke, but Sasuke could sense the immense pressure of Naruto's chakra, because it's leaking out. He's trying his best to suppress, but it leaks out to time, and it's not Kurama's chakra at all. It's just Naruto by himself. And what he does with the chakra arm is he bandages it in special chakra bandage. So it's like what it looks like what he has on in the fucking Boruto se- Boruto series, where his hand is always bandaged up. Shit. So his arm is always bandaged. So and stuff. And Sasuke's like, what is this enormous pressure? And uh Sakura, being Sakura, Naruto probably bumped into Sasuke a bit, and Sakura is like, "Hey, you, whoever you are, apologize to Sasuke." And Naruto's like, "Oh, for?" And she proceeded to grab on Naruto's shirt, and Hinata came in like hauling out two swords from nowhere and just fucking whooping Sakura like bang bang, and everyone saw Sakura just fucking floating, moving from left to right, then falling on the ground. Nothing else beside that. Only person could have seen is Oda and Naruto, cause and stuff. So when she falls to the ground, and Hinata finally appears in front of Naruto, and Hinata's like, "How dare you? How dare you put your hand on my boyfriend? Didn't you hear the announcement? He's the he's the son of the greatest. He's the son of the greatest Kunoichi, Kushina Uzumaki." And everyone is shocked, and this news reached all the way. It's like, who's Kushina? Blah blah blah, and everyone's like, wasn't she the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tail and stuff? So, and she's like, "Ugh." And he finally hears a lot of stuff about his mother, and he promptly got angry, and thus some of the Nine Tails chakra leaks out, because he doesn't know how. Let's say he and Kurama has a special agreement. Kurama feeling guilty not helping him, and him helping him. If he helped, he would have lost an arm or something and stuff. So Kurama promptly, and he has high respect for Kushina, because in my what if, Kushina did treat him with fair kindness even when he was whole. So the Nine Tails, even if he did get the bad part, wouldn't have animosity or anything towards Naruto. He would promptly try to kill all fucking Uchihas, because then again, Madara, aka Obito, fucking put him under Genjutsu. That's why the village promptly got destroyed. And now he didn't know anything about what the village was like towards his mother. All he knows that his mother and father was a great ninja, and they promptly saved this village. In the story they told is that Lin Uzumaki told Naruto is what he knows about him. But promptly when Hinata told them that he's the son of fucking Kushina Uzumaki and left out the part of, him being the fourth Hokage's son due to the respect and request of Lin and Naruto. Because Naruto knows his father. He doesn't know his father, but he knows that his father is the fourth Hokage of the fucking Hidden Leaf, and his mother was a great Kunoichi of the Hidden Leaf as well. And since we didn't touch on this subject a while from like episode one, I forgot to not forgot, but if we all remember, I then placed the Two Tails Jinchuriki inside of Lin Uzumaki instead of Yujito, because I would like Yujito to live, even though I made her a whore in this one. I didn't like that, they had her hanged up and on a rock and stuff. I didn't watch that whole episode. I just saw the last, and then I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, no, that's bad. So, no, she's not going to get killed. Nor is Lin at all. I'm not killing off my character. That's my first ever character that I created from the beginning. This is my first what if since I made that trash what if back in the days. My first ever one was what if Naruto is triplets and Kushina survive, which I'll be redoing, but properly this time. So let's get into what we were actually doing instead of me rambling about the past. So everyone's talking and he hears a lot of trash about his mother, so he let out a few of his chakra and something like fucking conqueror's haki, but it's not. It's just like his overwhelming power and fucking OPness just made a lot of people fucking pass out. Simple as that. And Hinata went up and tried to calm Naruto, and he's like, remember what Auntie said, and stuff like this, and Naruto then calms down and stuff, and went over. Now, the test starts, and before the test starts, we're gonna have like them have a little debrief by the Hokage and Danzo's there and the other councils and stuff, and the village and the fucking of their respective nations are there, and Danzo is paying Shisui a lot of attention. He's not paying him with it, like he's just staring at Shisui, and praising the God he knows, cause fucking Shisui's there, and he has the opportunity to fucking take his eyes and stuff. So that he'll still try that shit, and he'll fail. He'll fail badly. Cause I'll have fucking anyway. So this happens, and they get their debriefed, and he saw Naruto, and he's like, "Wait, the vessel of the fucking Nine Tails. Oh, I could also acquire this." Which again, he will also fail, and he then probably placed a couple of his ambus undercover, like fucking a couple 20 of them undercover in the tuning exam to take out Naruto, which will fail badly. I'm not going to even. Yes, I'll touch on the subject a little bit. I have to. So they get their debrief and they do their test. And Naruto, Hinata, and Oda are fucking pretty intelligent in their own right. Even though fucking Hinata herself is the Knucklehead Ninja in this one, she still has intellect due to her, mother is still trying to fucking force her to study and fucking stop, you know, basically acting like a fool, knowing that she's the princess and fucking, betrothed to the fucking heir of the Uzumaki clan. And oh, so Remember when I said she mentioned that to Sakura, why would she touch her boyfriend like that? So they're actually dating, but they don't know that their respective guardian had made an agreement to have them had an arranged marriage. So when they do figure it out, it won't be a thing. They won't actually get angry. They would get a little bit fucking frustrated, but they won't be pissed off, angry, and so the forest of death happens, and Naruto decided to, stick close to Team 7, being Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai, because he has, like, foresight that, danger is following this boy and stuff, and he sees, he feels this boy has a lot of pain and suffering hitting deep inside, and he wants to try to see if he can help somehow. So he could have easily just fucking rushed through the test, gotten his scroll, and fucking passed. But like I said, he sensed a lot of pain coming from this boy, so he wants to see what's going on and try to see if he can help. Because Naruto is a nice guy. He can't he's been fucking acting like fucking royalty all this while in his village where he's currently been raised for the last fucking 12 years is the land of Whirlpool, and everyone knows him as a cool, kind boy who would assist in basically anything, like either go to the store for an elderly gentleman, or trim some hedges for elderly women, or play with, you know, kids, not like, 3 year old, 4 year old kids. And he's respected in his village because of his auntie and uncle being the one to fucking revive the whirlpool and stuff with assistance from the fucking lightning country, the ice country, and various other countries. And their village has fucking few technologies that the hidden leaf doesn't have, either because they had fucking jutsus and scrolls that basically all or majority of the nations would like to acquire, so they had great bargaining chips. So let's get back into the fucking part where they're following Team 7, and Hinata is like a little frustrated because then she's wondering, why are we following these fools? We could have already fucking finished the test and stuff like this. And Naruto is like, I have a bad feeling, and rather than having something bad happen and I knew I could have stopped it, I would like to fucking see it is true. And Hinata being, you know, all mushy for Naruto would be like, okay, and stuff like that. And mind you, me, they just beat up a lot of people before they came. Like, all the people who were going to stop Sasuke, when they tried, Naruto and Hinata and Oda actually just fucking wiped them out. And they didn't have the scroll that Naruto wanted, because Naruto have the heaven scroll and he needed an earth scroll. So there, at the same time watching over Sasuke and Sakura. Oh, and since what they had the what earth scroll, right? So yeah, they both had the heaven scroll. So no, yeah, Team 7 had the scroll that Naruto team wanted, and Naruto had the scroll that Team 7 wanted, but they're not going to get into that first fight. So the one of the scroll that they wanted, they actually threw to them. So Team 7 had the complete set, and they're wondering what happened and stuff. So Team 7 has their scroll already, but Naruto's crew is still looking for their one and stuff. And mind you me why Naruto is helping these people, Team 7. Again, he has a bad feeling and he's just a nice guy. So this happened, and Team 7 takes their time and camp out for a little while, and in come Orochimaru, which Naruto sensed that over, like, he's powerful, chakra and stuff, because he can do this. He's a sensory type ninja already, so he could accomplish this feat. And when he sees that, Team 7 are no match for this guy, he promptly went in and, when Orochimaru stretched his neck and stuff, Naruto, because he knows the flying Raijin, stepped in and, stepped right in front of Orochimaru, grabbing Orochimaru's face, like, just grabbing it throughout the air and being like, "Ha, you're an ugly bastard and your technique is disgusting." Holding it there and forcing Orochimaru to, his body to him instead of his neck, retracting back. Orochimaru's body comes back, and Orochimaru's like startled and like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, you didn't know? I'm the prodigy of the hidden whirlpool, of the land of whirlpool." And promptly Hinata comes in and slices up fucking Orochimaru, like, swing, 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 and like, she's like, "How dare you," with the same fucking scenario where she fucking, how dares him to, put his tongue on the great, Uzumaki's hand, taking out a rag and, promptly wiping his hand, and she then yells at Naruto, being like, "You could have gotten hurt, but it's Naruto's chakra arm. That's why it was so powerful." So damn, don't be like that. And so Orochimaru sees that he then regenerates, of course, coming out of his fucking mouth, and sees that he's no match for Naruto, using his senses. His entire body is telling him, you know, not to mess with this dude, keep it away. So Orochimaru then promptly escaped, and it just got away, and Sasuke's like, "Who are you?" So anyway, this is where we be ending this off. This is Kevin Carnage. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 I'm sick of feeling like I just keep chasing, but that'll never be that fast.